now.
It's 7 a.m.
It's 7 a.m. Time for the opening drive.
Voted the best sports show in New Mexico
For 5 years running. It's the OD in the AM with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Every time you think you see something, you've seen it all, right? You've seen it all. Tell me the last time you saw the field goal to win a game go wide. Oh, but they jumped off sides. He gets another one. I mean, you want to talk about a tough way to lose a game? You drop a touchdown pass, you jump off sides, you intercept the ball late in the game and only turn it into a field goal. Yeah, the other team won. Taylor Heinicke won the game. His 75 yards in two-play drive was tremendous. I'm not sure I think Washington's that much better than the Giants, and I learned a lot of things about them last night, not a bunch that I think are encouraging. What's up to you? It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, Merry Friday to you. How you living?
What it do?
It do a lot, man. So here's what I learned. So you were on Daniel Jones and the Giants last night, and I learned that I like Daniel Jones. I think he played well. No, I do. I
Get pulled into it.
I think
it's a rushing that makes you think, oh, this guy could be something. He's never winning that division.
Okay. Here's the biggest facade, and something that I had bought into probably 98% to 99% that Washington defense was my favorite defense, one of my favorite defenses in the NFL, and they got no pressure on Daniel Jones. I think they had, 4 sacks? Well, Jeff, they had 4 sacks. So that's like, did you watch Daniel Jones sitting comfortably in that pocket? When they got to him, they had to bring extra guys. This is a defensive front that I'm told, and I bought into because I saw it was as good as there is against a patchwork offensive line to begin with, which loses one of their anchors in the first few plays of the game, carted off the field with a horrific leg injury, and let Daniel Jones sit back there. Yes, they won the game. They did not force a turnover. I think Terry McLaurin's terrific. I think Taylor Heinicke is serviceable. I actually kind of like the grit on him too, except for that one horrible, what? Literally out loud, I went, what did you just do? Give the ball to 24 when he threw the ball away, and I thought it was a game. But out of everything that comes out of that, and it's a horrible loss by the Giants. 30-29 was the final when Dustin Hopkins hits the field goal on the extra play with no time on the clock because the Giants jumped off sides. I think everything I took out of that, JJ, is I thought Washington's defense was good enough to maybe carry them, and I do not think that.
I'm not there yet with Washington's defense. That front seven still is nasty. You have Chase Young, which is going to wreck games.
I watched it.
Short week, New York Giants looked pretty good, everything that you just laid out. But I still think that Washington defense is really good. It's just this division, the reason that we're drawn in to Daniel Jones, the reason we're drawn into Washington football team with Taylor Heinicke is because all these teams are mediocre.
Yep.
And so we always are looking for, all right, who's the team that's going to get the jump? Who's the team? Well, yeah, one of them is going to the playoffs. It doesn't mean one of them is actually a good football team.
It's got to be,
and that's the battle with the NFC East all the time. Is you see flashes. Daniel Jones is athletic. What he can do with his legs, 95 rushing yards, had that one touchdown run called back, which I think was a bad call, holding on the wide receiver. So he has moments like that, but this is just a division full of mediocrity. And then you see the division games, and you kind of get drawn in one way or another. I thought Heinicke did exactly what everyone expected him to do. The interception, I thought, was a fantastic play by Bradbury to jump the route at the last second to make that decision. But then you look at the pass he made to McKissick, was a big-time throw in the fourth quarter. And listening to Ron Rivera after the game, he said that Heinicke audibled to that play. So that's a huge step, the guy taking control of the offense. It's one where
the throw he made for the touchdown was terrific.
Yeah,
he looked over at Gibson to check down, and Gibson, if you look at the replay, had the whole left side of the field. He was going to run for 20-25 yards, and said, "Nope, I'm going to give this guy a chance to make a
and that's exactly what you want there. It was a better catch than throw, but the throw is, if he doesn't catch it, it's just going to go out of bounds.
100%.
That's a perfect decision right there. So I thought his decision making in the fourth quarter was really good. In short week, division game, kind of got a win game. Washington got it.
Yeah. A terrific win for Washington. A devastating loss for the Giants. It just makes me look at it and say, okay, I think Dallas starts out 0-2. I think they're going to get beat by the Chargers this weekend. But my eyes tell me Dallas is the best team in that division. Now, they're beat up. I mean, they're already, 4 guys down for this weekend, 4 starters, between COVID and injury and everything else. But I mean, Dallas is the best team in that league, or in that division, aren't they?
No, I can't say they're the best team. They have the best quarterback. But I'm not
Because
sure what they're going to do defensively. Just it. Now, if they create turnovers at a higher clip this season, that's going to be the difference. Because then you don't get caught up necessarily on the yards and everything that happens in that regard because you're stopping drives with the turnovers. My thing for it seems like I want to believe that it's Dak Prescott because of how much we talk about quarterback play and how important it is. But I still think it's going to come down to Dallas and Washington, and the thorn in everyone's side is going to be the Eagles in that division.
Yeah. All right, we got a ton to do today on a Friday as we head into a weekend that's going to be big. We've got to talk about conference realignment potential in college football, as the American has made it clear that they want to expand. They want Boise State. They are also interested in Colorado State, in Air Force, and in San Diego State. And I think is we're going to go through this conversation. I mean, this is what I was kind of hoping to hear out of the Mountain West. We want Memphis and we want SMU. I've been begging them to get aggressive and not sit here and be eaten up. And I was hoping to hear the other way. The Mountain West is looking to those things. I don't know why Colorado State is, aside from the immediate television money in the current deal, okay, which isn't going to be the same depending on construction next time around. Why would Colorado State, Air Force, Boise State, and San Diego State somehow be better off in a league based in the middle and the eastern United States playing against? You can make me a little argument for Memphis and SMU, but Tulane and Tulsa and East Carolina and South Florida. I mean, explain to me how that's a better situation aside from the immediate money. And I hope this league. This is a big crossroad for this league.
And how immediate is it when that deal is up versus when you can leave the Mountain West Conference versus what you might have to pay to leave the Mountain West Conference? It's not better. It's just the AAC continuing to fly the flag like, hey, we're the best Group of 5 conference. You're not anymore.
Yeah.
Your best team's left. This is a lateral move. This is a step down for some of these Mountain West teams right now because of the timing of the television contracts. And I had someone pass along to me a fantastic article on Twitter. Jay Meeks passed along, and this is a story done in July.
So
this
all
was
this stuff went
before
down.
all this stuff went down. Boise State hired MRJ Advisors, which is a company operated by former Missouri Athletic Director Michael Alden, to research their conference options, like where they would sit if we went here, there, everywhere. When it comes to, hey, if Boise State went to the Pac-12, they'd rank last among schools when it comes to ticket sales for football and men's basketball,
Yes.
based on the current metrics. So,
Well, but that's to the Pac-12. What about the American?
yeah, we're getting there.
Okay.
When it comes to the American, Boise State would rank ahead of Tulane, Tulsa, and Wichita State, though still below the conference average in revenue. For ticket sales, Boise State would rank behind only Memphis and Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati's gone, so they would be there. But ultimately, it's a bigger story, but what the story laid out is, quote, Boise State is encouraged to focus on growing and strengthening their position in the Mountain West while monitoring the landscape of college athletics. And this was before those teams left the American Athletic
Yeah,
Conference.
I don't get it. Why you always listen, right? I understand listening, but if you sit around and just look at the big picture, somebody's got to explain to me why San Diego State, Boise State, Colorado State somehow think it would be better. And I get it; they're all frustrated, and they all want to go to a power conference.
Not going to the
That
Big
is
12.
not a power conference. And if the Big 12 didn't invite you, you get an opportunity in the Mountain West to maybe get Memphis and SMU over here. As opposed, now it's a $10 million buyout. That's the issue. $10 million buyout to get out of that league. And I don't know what it is in this league. Is it 5 to get out of the Mountain West? But you're not in a better position. You're just not. 505-246-0610. Terry Wilson, Global quarterback, scheduled to be with us this morning at 9:30. Looking forward to talking to him as the Lobos get set to go to Texas today. They'll play Texas A&M tomorrow morning on the SEC Network and over on News Radio KKOB. So JJ will be in early for the 9 o'clock pregame show. We'll get through more NFL stuff. Baseball races are getting tighter and tighter. You got some soccer to talk about as well. 505-246-0610. We'll get to the phones when we get back. You are familiar by now, if nothing else because I tell you about it, about Aaron Jones and how passionate he is and his company is, IPS, about providing security for your home and your business. And up until quite recently, IPS used their highly trained armed guards and 24-hour patrols to respond to alarms, typically within 5 to 7 minutes. Now IPS installs alarms. So IPS can put an alarm system in your home, and if it goes off, they will respond. They've got your security covered. You needn't call anyone else. You can call IPS at 505-897-2420, 505-897-2420, or you can go to ipsglobal.com, dedicated to making Albuquerque a better and a safer place to live and work. So if you trust IPS, you get a local company, not a business, who's going to sell your security to a national corporate giant who doesn't know Albuquerque like IPS does. They will still respond to any alarm system. But if you don't have one, IPS will set you up for unmatched security. Don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business, and be confident during the day they've got eyes on your home while you're not there. Call IPS at 505-897-2420, 505-897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here. These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep Rome. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Omar looks at it like I do. He says, you and I are like one on this issue, Jeff. Washington might have won the game, but the real winner in the big picture was the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if the Cowboys didn't win anything. I'm not sold that I think that the Washington defense is as great as I thought it was. And I want to be wrong, and I could be wrong, and they could get better. They did hold the Chargers to 20 points last week, right?
Yes.
And the Chargers, we think, have a really good offense, correct?
Yes.
All right. 29 last night. My thing was no turnovers, no pressure. It just, they made Daniel Jones, it looked too easy for him. He looked too, the word coaches love to use is comfortable. He looked too comfortable, I thought, at times. Threw a ball that was dropped. I mean, how open was he?
Yes, that was a big one from Slayton in the end zone.
I mean, Darius Slayton's, it's in his hand. Catch the football. You're paid to be a receiver. Receive it. That's what you're paid to do. 505-246-0610. Let's go. Tommy, you're up first on the opening drive. Hello, Tommy.
Hey, good morning, guys. Tom, the Truth Back, actually just woke up. I fell asleep during the game. I had a long day yesterday, but I woke up, checked the scores, and congrats. I think I said Washington 24-17, but I'm glad your team broke that 4-game losing streak against the Giants. And I'll give credit to Daniel. I have more fumbles than Sarge Jones. He played well. I said Dallas and Washington were going to fight it out for the division. Washington's defense, they don't look like the defense I thought they were going to look like the first two games, to be honest with you. I had these guys top 3 defense in the league. They don't look the same defense as they played last year, but it's early. I mean, I usually don't judge something till 3 or 4 weeks in. I think JJ mentioned something about Dak. Dak is the best quarterback in that division, and I would argue they probably have the best receiving duo in the division. I don't know if they're the best team in that division. It's just too early. And with all the injuries piling up,
yeah,
dude, they have bad luck. Even their defensive line coach, Leon Lett, got hurt. I guess he was doing a drill, and he got carted off the field. They're having this weird bad luck. One of their coaches got hurt.
I'm sorry, man.
But how did you feel about the game? I mean, in general, do you think your defense, does it look like the same defense so far as last year? Or I won't judge it after 3 or 4 games, but what do you think?
You're talking about Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, I was disappointed that they didn't get pressure on Daniel Jones with the Giants playing with a makeshift offensive line. They lose their center in the first series. He's carted off the field, so then they got to shift again. And every time they got to him, except for one, I think, they had to bring extra pressure. The front four, to me, I was surprised that they couldn't get at Daniel Jones, and I was surprised there were no turnovers. They weren't close to a turnover.
Yeah, and the thing with Dallas, with all the injuries going up against San Diego, I mean, I think I said earlier, they got to win 31-28. I don't think their defense is going to – if they get turnovers, it's great. Turnovers are great for the stat line, but if they don't win the game, I don't care if they get 7 turnovers a game. You got to put the points on the board. You got to. That's the most important thing. Is points. Right. Turnovers are great, but you don't turn that to a win. It's a waste of time. And I'll be saying the same thing every week until they start winning off those turnovers and winning games. But
you sound different when you just wake up in the morning. You do.
Yeah, I haven't had my Mad Dog yet. I haven't had my cold pizza, my cold
warm up your Mad
chicken,
Dog.
Cold chicken on my coffee yet, but I'll get it riled up later on when I probably call in this afternoon and say something. Yeah. But yeah, I do sound different in the morning. I'm not quite awake yet, but I did, turn on, got the score because I fell asleep because it was a good game.
No, it was. It actually was entertaining. Yeah. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend. See you.
You too, guys. All right, bye.
Tommy's like, it's smooth jazz on KNML. Good morning. In the morning, he's like, he's all different.
I didn't recognize when I answered.
Tommy. Hey, it's Tommy on smooth jazz. Your point's right. It's one game.
And Daniel Jones, for some reason, against Washington plays good. He has 4 wins against Washington, 4 wins against everyone else.
Yeah, you're right. It's one game.
So I'm not Thursday night football short week. I don't think all of a sudden Washington can't play defense.
Yeah, look, and I don't think they can't play defense. I just don't know that. I think there's dominating. But you're right. And so the overreaction, and you know how I feel about Thursday night games, right? I just
Giants are still going to finish in last place in this division.
Yeah, I think that's probably right too. I think that's right. And I did hear the San Diego, and I let it go because I like when the Chargers are referred to San Diego, because I still have struggled to accept them being the LA Chargers, and they belong in San Diego. And as far as I'm concerned, they will always be the San Diego Superchargers. So I did hear it. I didn't hit the red button on it like it's a curse word, and I let it go. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they are still the damn San Diego Chargers as far as I'm concerned. Hail to the Bruin James of Westwood. Hail to blue and gold. What's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, I was just, I'm not much of an NFL guy, and I'm a college guy. Always have been.
Yeah.
College is like, it's way better than pro.
All right.
But I want to stand on my box a little bit, guys. I've been thinking this past week, I've been gloating and everything, and kind of making fun of that school over there in Figueroa. Yeah, and I just want to say,
hit him again.
USC and UCLA, you gotta give them both props for being in Los Angeles and
wow.
and UCLA basketball, USC football, things like that. UCLA women's softball,
water
USC,
polo,
beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Huh?
Water polo. Don't forget the water polo club.
Water polo.
Yeah.
So for two schools to be in a general area and have the legacy that they both do, because they do have a good legacy, and one's a state school and one's a private school.
Truth.
You got to give both those schools a lot of props, because they've done it in an area where the school's on the other side of town, and they're recruiting, you're doing this, you're doing that, and it's difficult. And USC and UCLA have more gold medalists than some countries.
I think that's
right.
So,
I mean,
all right.
I got to give it. Hold on, and just a second, man. I got a little bit more to say, man. I got a little bit more. And then, as you were talking yesterday about your friend that passed away, you got to give a lot of props to not only him, but you got to give a lot of props to his wife, man, because I know what it's like to be to coach and to mentor kids and things like that, and nowadays it's kind of difficult because you have a lot of narcissistic women who want attention, and they want this and they want that, and you're spending more time with your basketball team than you are with me and the kids and stuff like that.
How to stay out of his own way.
So you got to give props to the guy's wife, man, because she stood right there with him and accepted everything and what he was, and you got to give her props too.
And thanks, James. I appreciate. I think the spirit of what he's saying. Look, I mean the shovel was out. So first of all, Margot is a hero. And so Margot was at all these games. Margot would keep stats at all these tournaments. She had the system down. Margot was an insane mother, an insane partner, an insane friend, and just insane. It's like she is a hero. She also, and when I told you yesterday that Mike and Margot took people into their home for dinner or to live with them, when there were kids throughout the years who had horrible situations in their own homes, and they lived with Mike and Margot. So yes, I mean Margot is a hero. And it was Mike and Margot all the time, and I just. Yes. So let me take his point at face value, without him digging the hole with the shovel. Yes. Mike I'm going to miss Mike incredibly, and been in touch with Margot. But yes, a lot of credit to Margot because she propped him up. She was the backstop on this. She was the support. She made things happen. She would pick up Mike's phone where's my phone and where and she would lead the way. But yeah, at all these games, like she kept our stats. She and they were, they were great. She traveled. She accepted all these kids. She raised her 3 boys with Mike to be 3 stars. One of them that you work with. So yes, and then
great family.
Yeah, let's leave them above the turf on this one. All right.
Bruin had a lot of coffee.
yeah, and give props to the 2 LA schools because they're in LA.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of gold medals. Now, they are in the most talent-dense area of our country, correct? I mean, New York and LA are the number 1 and number 2 markets, people-wise, in America, and the amount of athletic talent in that LA, Orange County, Southern California area is pretty insane. So, but yes. All right, 505-246-0610. Thank you, James. We'll get back to it. Keep them coming. Your emails come in, Jeff or JJ.
Friday.
At sportsanimalabq.com. Now is your chance to save big as a homeowner. It's true. Rates are still incredibly low. That means you could save up to $1,000 a month. You just got to call American Financing, America's home for home loans. Talk to their salary-based mortgage consultants about custom loan options and learn about all the ways that you can benefit from a refinance. From lower payments to paying off debt, even accessing cash, it is a no-pressure experience that's focused on you, and you never pay upfront or hidden fees. They're able to save you the most money. They're in it for you. So get pre-qualified for free by calling 505-247-9999, 505-247-9999, or visit them online, AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 1823334, and MLSConsumerAccess.org.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner-operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better.
.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Lobos A&M tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock pregame over on News Radio KKOB. Robert and Dontrell will be in College Station. JJ, is it you and Ned or just you?
Me and Ned.
You and Nedward. Abraham James will be here in studio, or next door in studio. And interesting. What happens tomorrow? I think the spread's north of 30 now. Does your Lobos play with them? Do they play with them? Do they get blued out? Can they pull off an upset? Where are you with that at 505-246-0610? That also doubles as the Sports Animal text line. Lenny, good morning. Happy Friday to you. How you living?
How you doing? Well, before we get into the San Diego Chargers, I'll give a little quick pick on the Lobos, and I will take the Lobos and the points.
Okay.
And I think that have them up. This is the first time the Lobos have had a good quarterback in a while, and I think they only lose by about 20.
All right, that'd be. I think that would. I mean, it wouldn't be moral victory. Maybe it would be, but okay, I'm down.
Well, I mean, to lose to the number 5 team in the country, and this is basically your money game. If you can lose by 20 to the number 5 team, the program is going in the right direction.
All right, I'm down with that. Get out unscathed.
It's better than the team. Did you see what happened last week? I think it was Florida State lost to Jacksonville State.
Yeah, what a crazy.
And then the player from Florida State, why the team has lost a game, decides to propose to his girlfriend in the end zone.
Yeah, after they lost. Yeah.
After the loss. I mean, that's not going to happen on a team with a coach like Danny.
Yep.
So now let's get into the Chargers. They're at home. They only play the Cowboys every 4 years at home. And Derwin James is going to be all over Amari Cooper to neutralize him. But it's still going to be a shootout, but I think I got the Chargers winning 31-27.
Okay. I'm down with that.
And but I think you're going to see a good game again from Prescott. But Elliott is going to have to get going, or they're going to have a problem. So they can't get their running game going.
At what point after what happened last year and now one game this year, do you worry about Ezekiel Elliott and performance?
By game 4 or 5,
game 4,
if he's not running, he should have his legs back by then. I mean, is his injury that much worse than when Prescott came back from?
Is his offensive line giving him anywhere to go?
Yeah, but Elliott used to be able, even without the line, be able to get through and make his own yards.
I'm not sure.
I understand the line has some issues, but you still have to be able to play with what's in front of you, and you can't always use the line as an excuse.
That was the good part of the team a few years ago.
Yeah, remember? I mean, when he was a stud, their offensive line was considered one of the best in the game.
So we'll see what happens, but there'll be some good games this weekend, but you're going to see some upsets.
I hope so.
And I think you're going to see Justin Fields take over as the starter
this week
by the second half of this game.
All right, that may happen too. All right, Lenny, enjoy the weekend. I know we'll talk next week.
Yes, and remember, it is the San Diego Chargers.
100%. 100%. See you. I don't know that I've ever called them the Los Angeles Chargers, and I know I'm supposed to, and they're San Diego.
Yeah.
I got an affection for that city. I mean, I grew up in L.A., but I mean, of all the fans, there's two teams that have moved in my lifetime that I think the city's got robbed, and I've spent time in both of those places, obviously. And I think the Seattle SuperSonics those fans were great fans, did not deserve to lose that team, and San Diego Charger fans were great fans. They supported that team for years and years and years and years, and did not deserve to lose that team. Now, you want to talk about St. Louis and all this other stuff. Okay, we can have conversations, but those two fan bases were great fan bases, and the Oklahoma City Thunder is still the Seattle SuperSonics.
Totally.
But I mean, at least they changed their name and their image and their colors, and they don't. They
could have been the final year in Seattle.
Kevin Durant,
a rookie.
Yeah.
Trending that way. Russell Westbrook, and then boom.
Okay. Okay, they moved to where? To freaking Oklahoma City. I mean, in Seattle. I haven't been there in a while, and I watched what we all watched the last couple of years. But Seattle was a great town, like a great town. Rudy, good morning. How you living?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, boy. Just a couple of hearings today, and then maybe I can kick back and I'm going to revive an old tradition. Called it Rudy's Casa de Pancakes. So if you're gonna have to watch football at 10 a.m., you might as well have a Bloody Mary and some pancakes for breakfast.
Damn,
So
I'll be there. What do you want me to
Wait.
bring?
Yeah,
I'll be there at 9:45.
Yeah. Well, if you want to eat pancakes, you got to get here earlier. But yeah, you just stop by. We'll be watching the game. I know I'm a Lobo fan, and I know I look at everything through cherry-colored glasses, and I don't care. Just the same way James Brune looks at everything through powder blue glasses.
Sissy blue.
I guess powder
Sissy
blue
blue,
and
yes.
gold glasses.
Yeah, it's sissy blue.
Yeah. But I love that guy, but he sure walks into some traps that he sets for himself. Don't ever call a woman narcissistic. You're going to get yourself in big trouble.
I just tried to help him out.
I don't think this moment's going to be too big for this team. I think Danny has set this team up to believe that they can go out there, and he gave them the "if you don't believe, don't get on the bus" speech. And I think that's the appropriate speech. Why not? And why not now? And why not us? In the history of college football, there have been upsets. I don't think anybody thought that day on November 9th, UNM had a chance against number 9 Utah, and we beat them.
Basketball.
And we own wins over a top 10 program. So you got to go in there with the attitude you can win. I really like Terry Wilson. I met him last night at Lobo Talk, and he is for real. He's the real deal, and I can see that guy playing on Sundays. The way he carries himself, the way he prepares, the confidence that he brings, it's all good. And I think he's going to have a great game, and I think that's going to help too. By the way, I want to put this bug in people's ears. If you show up next Thursday night to Rebel Sports Bar for Lobo Talk from 7 to 8 p.m., you're going to walk out of there with 2 free tickets to the next Lobo football game against Air Force.
Everyone?
Anyone who shows up next Thursday. Talk to Joseph Mullins. He wants a full house over there. So I'm putting it out there right now, guys. If you're out there listening, take your calendar out, your Google, whatever you do to keep track of what you do during the day, and put down 7 to 8 p.m., Draft Day Sports Bar, Rebel Entertainment Center, free Lobo tickets to Air Force.
Dang.
Dang.
All right, then. A sellout crowd, Bob. A sellout at Rebel. All right, enjoy.
Hopefully we will. It's a great show. It's a great time. It's a great venue.
Yeah, it is nice.
I've been going to the Coaches Show since it started way back with Fran, and this is by far the best location, the best service, the best food, the best atmosphere. You get to watch Thursday Night Football on huge screen.
Huge.
I mean, huge.
Huge.
It's a
Looks like
Bills
movie
bar,
theater in
too.
there.
Yeah,
It's a Bills bar.
I didn't know that on Sunday. It's the way
Yeah.
the Bills fans go.
Yeah.
All right, huge. I love what Danny's done out there. All right, enjoy the pancakes tomorrow morning, and
Thank you.
and the
Come
blood
on
and
by.
the bloodage as well. I'll be there early. All right, Rudy, have a good weekend.
Take care.
See ya.
Okay.
All right. So and I appreciate him. Yeah, he says I admit it. I'm watching the world through cherry-colored lenses. Why not? Why not? All right. Every year somebody gets beat. Florida State. Who'd we watch them play? They played that national game on the first week of the season. Who'd they play? I watched it. Was it Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
They take Notre Dame to the gun and then some, right? They went overtime. And then Jacksonville State goes in there. Jackson State?
Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State. And beats them on the last play of the game with the band on the field basically celebrating before. So your point is you didn't see it coming. You don't believe, don't get on the bus. Now,
You can believe.
I think Texas A&M's
A&M with
animal.
their back quarterback is by far better team than Florida State.
I agree with that 100%. I'd like to believe New Mexico is better than Jacksonville State. Okay? So, but yes, you're right, 100%. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Lobos are going to win tomorrow. I'm not. All I know is I love a coach saying, if you don't believe, don't get on the bus.
You have to. And this is one where all those dudes playing on that field believe. All those guys, because it's competition. You want to prove yourself against the best. And so there's zero doubt in my mind that this team is going to be ready. It's just one where you take a step back and you just look at it for what it is. And I'm not going to sit here and say Lobos are winning that game.
No.
If they do, then we'll react to it. It will be.
You didn't call it. That's right.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Didn't call it. Yeah. I'll come back and it'll be the biggest win in this program's history.
And it'd be awesome.
It will be bigger than any conference championship they won.
Bigger than the Boise State game on the Blue that year. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, if they play well, come out healthy, find the pluses, and let's move on. Like, I'll feel good about that too.
You think that's the biggest win of global football, winning a game at Boise State, or would you have to go back to a game that clinched a championship?
Well, I just don't even know what those were, and I don't even hear stories of those. You know, I mean, I just don't. I don't even hear stories of the Fullerton game or the Arizona game in basketball or the Utah. I don't even hear stories about them. So I've been here 25 years, okay? I've seen them win a couple bowl games. When they beat Colin Kaepernick in the 2007 New Mexico Bowl, that was a pretty big win. It was their first bowl win since 1961 Aviation Bowl. They won 23-0. That was a pretty big day. Okay, they won a bowl game. They beat a guy, in retrospect, it gets to be even a bigger win as he goes on, right? He was a freshman. That was a big win. It was a good win when they beat UTSA in the New Mexico Bowl. That was a good. The biggest impact win I've seen in a regular season, when they went on the road at Missouri and Arizona and Rockies tenure, those were big wins. The night, and maybe it was because it was coupled with Holly as well, the night they won on the Blue in Boise. But that was the year they won the 9 games and won the bowl game over UTSA. The winning in Boise was a big deal. That came out of nowhere too. I almost feel like when they won at Arizona and they won at Missouri, it wasn't as shocking as the Boise State game, because back in those days, and I say back in those days, it wasn't that damn long ago, right?
Back in my day.
No, but this was, 15 years ago? Right? When they were doing that?
I called you on my flip phone.
I don't even have a flip. I might have had when Rockies teams went on the road to play Missouri and Arizona, and Rudy made that call on Friday, we're going to beat them, it wasn't outrageous. Now, I don't, I mean, there's plenty of you thinking it's outrageous that he thinks they're going to beat A&M. It wasn't just unthought of that they could go on the road and beat Missouri and Arizona. So we'll talk about it on the other side, some of the biggest wins.
The biggest win for you is a fantastic workout in 45 minutes. F45 training, high-intensity interval training. Class is 7 days a week, and the big thing, yes, 45 minutes because of the schedule. You got things to do, but you still got to find a way to get your fitness in. Check them out at f45training.com. Download the app today so you can read about what the classes bring to the table, the kind of work you're going to be doing. You can sign up for your 7-day free trial on the app. Get in and get going with F45 training. Big thing for me during the week, gets busy, especially fall into spring, a lot going on. So I'm able to catch up on the weekends and still have that level of commitment so you don't feel like you're giving up and things get busy. The Saturday and Sunday mornings are fantastic to catch up, but also great to get in the morning before kickoff of the game so you can enjoy all the football throughout the weekend, but get a good workout in. So check them out now at F45training.com. Download the app, start your free trial, and have some fun with high-intensity interval training in just 45 minutes. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Blattman, a sophomore out of Abyssal County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
Rivera back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Shot through. Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow. Man. What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Play by Martinez, blocked up front by Kalajic. Angle blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing, and she got it. Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule
and repair. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, you got me thinking on all-time Lobo great wins in football. And for those of us who haven't been here for the last 70 years, you know, in basketball, we hear the stories of some of the great ones, right? And I was at the game against Utah when Royce only hit the shot, and he kind of mugged Andre Miller and that whole thing. Like that one was insane. There were some Arizona games before that I wasn't around. Certainly, you know, I wasn't here for the Fullerton brutality. But you hear stories. Like you don't really hear stories of great football wins. Now, there was the 10-1 season of a Lobo team that didn't go to the bowl game in the 80s, right? And you hear about that team. And there's some wins against BYU. But I would tell you, you know, in my time, I think the bowl win over Nevada, 23-0 in 2007, was a big one. There were some big games. There was a game in 97, the year they went to the Insight.com Bowl with Franchione, a game at home on a Saturday. I want to say it was against Rice when the WAC was 16 teams. And if they won, they got into the conference championship game, and the place was full. It was a morning Saturday game in the fall, chilly, national TV, winner wins the division, goes to play Colorado State in the WAC championship game, and there was 40,000 people in that place, and it was really that was a fun day.
Really, because that game was middle of the season.
The Rice game,
yeah.
There was a game towards the end, and who they beat? You have that season up, the 97 season.
Yeah. So
who they beat the last game of the year?
The last game of the year they beat
before they lost the bowl game to Arizona. They lost to Colorado State in the championship game.
Tulsa.
Then it was Tulsa. Okay. All right.
51-13.
Yeah.
And then
all right.
Lost 41-13 in WAC championship game to a ranked Colorado State.
Yeah, and that was without Graham Lee. Eric Jaworski was the quarterback. So they were without. That was another 10 o'clock in the morning, early cold game. And then they lose by a touchdown to Arizona in the Insight.com Bowl, right? Like
yes.
14-7 or something? Was that what it was?
20-14.
20-14, yeah. What was the score? They played Rice that year. What was it? Because Rice was good back in the day. But that
they lost 35-23 to Rice that season.
Those were the years, JJ, when they played on the road and they beat Missouri. And you hear the stories. They beat Missouri. They beat Arizona. So that was after 97. This was when Rocky then rebuilt the whole thing. So I'm talking about early mid-2000s. When they beat those teams on the road, that wasn't a shock. Now, granted, those teams weren't fifth-ranked Texas A&M, okay? So there's a difference. Like there's levels of Power 5 teams. Playing Texas A&M at Kyle Field is different than going up to Corvallis right now and playing Oregon State. Or going to Pullman and playing Washington State like Utah State did a couple weeks ago, right? Now, you may get a similar check, and that's why what do you want to do? Do you want to get paid and have a chance to beat somebody, or you want to get paid and give your fans an experience to go to Kyle Field and Notre Dame, right? There's a difference between going to Washington State right now and Kyle Field. But back like when they beat Missouri and Arizona, man, it wasn't one of those, oh my God, like it was, look what we've become. Look what we're becoming.
And I do think that those teams at that time were a little bit different than where A&M sits. They weren't ranked.
That's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. But beating them was kind of like San Diego State beating Arizona or beating, they're 6-2. San Diego State is against the Pac-12 over the last 5 years. It was kind of like that. You almost said, yeah, no, I kind of expect to go win those games. Terry Wilson's going to be with us coming up at 9:30. Lobo quarterback talk about going to Kyle Field. Want to talk about conference expansion? You can talk about the Washington Giants game last night. 246-0610. Bring it on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal and ProView Networks. Hello, Adrian.
The Raiders are back this Sunday after starting the season hot.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know. 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 a.m. where have you been? 7 a.m. where is your brother?
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and J.J. Buck.
That's what happens when you get old, man. Dad wins a lot of awards.
I was
You got all
waiting
those
for it.
bowling
I was
trophies
waiting
and-
for it.
I've already got the Good Morning Dad from one of my buddies who thought.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a dad, so is JJ.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got
your morning radio father, Jeff Symbieta.
Well, what are you then, dude? I mean, don't you count as a dad? I'm just asking.
Yes, that's what I said.
Whatever. Here's your shovel. You want to go borrow it from Brewer and James?
Yes.
Keep digging.
Dig.
I started it.
The two of you can like dig matching side by side. You can jump in your little.
Oh yes, sir.
Hopefully
We'll
this
go
is-
do the chores.
Yeah.
Get out back. Clean the damn garage while you're at it. I don't want to see a speck of dirt out there. Opening drive on a Friday. What's good? 2460610. I got two lines open. So does JJ. A. Marie will answer them for you, so she's got two lines also. Adrian, you got two lines open also because, well, you're down there and well, you got two lines open. 9:30 this morning, Terry Wilson, the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week, will be with us. He is also the Manning Award Quarterback of the Week nationally after his big performance over New Mexico State last week, 381 yards passing, and he'll lead the Lobos into Kyle Field to play Texas A&M tomorrow, 10 o'clock over on News Radio KKOB. Let's go to it. We had a football game last night. Washington with a second chance, last-second field.
There's
That's
that, too.
luck right there,
Yes,
man.
there's that right there. We mean like there's no two about it. That's the headline to me.
We didn't even talk about that in the
No,
first
I
segment.
did. I
don't remember. I'm
It was
sorry.
when I said you think you've seen everything, and then you see a game end on a missed field goal. Oh, wait, they're offsides. I talked about the drop pass, the offsides that gave him a second chance to kick a field goal to win it. Yeah, I talked about that. You might have been like, like Tommy the
not
Truth.
as in depth
No.
or when we just started going off on Jones
No,
and
that's right.
Henneke. You're a special teams coach, Joe Judge.
Yes.
That's a cuttable offense.
100%.
Jumping
It costs
offside.
you a football game. 100% costs you a football game.
Cost you a football game.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many more plays. No, that there's one play. It was that in the game. You missed the field goal, game over, you won. Offsides.
All right, so both things are true. There are a lot more plays in the game that could have changed the game, but that one changed the game. And that the game's over. Dude missed a field goal. He's getting punched in the locker room. Oh, wait, he gets another chance. Okay, he's fine. Like he made it. Like so Dustin Hopkins was, and by the way, Gano has become automatic.
Yeah.
He has become spectacular. But Hopkins goes out and give it to Taylor Henneke for getting him down the field on two drives. The two-play 75-yard drives was two terrific throws. McKissick down on that out and up, and then the throw to Seals Jones was terrific. And then he gets him down in position to win a game with a field goal, and then you're offsides. It's insane. All right, let's go. You ready? Two lines open. You want to hit these?
Let's go.
Art, you're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How you living, Art?
I'm living, brother. I'm living.
Good.
How are you living?
Life's grooving. Life's good. What's up?
Right. So, I saw a thing on my phone. It looks like, I'm going to go off base a little bit, but I know you guys can follow. It looks like that the American Conference is so
Yes.
trying to rip off the Mountain West
Yes.
that they're going to try to pull the upper tier from the Mountain West.
They want San Diego State, Boise State, Colorado State, and Air Force. And I think the Mountain West has to get aggressive and say, don't bleep that. We want Memphis and SMU. We're better than you are.
Yeah, so I really hope that Thompson is really just saying, you know what? You can't touch this. We have teams that are up and coming. We're starting to get pretty much anybody could be anybody on a Sunday. The paradigm as far as quality of football. And I really hope Thompson gets his head in the game and just shuts that crap down because truly then until New Mexico can, Lord willing, we take another Aggie down and build some credit. And then, they might be one of the ones that somebody wants in their better conference. So I really hope Thompson can get aggressive and say, not on my watch.
I hope so,
and
too.
I'll look at you, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Art.
Happy ho-ho day. Also.
Oh, to yo, bro. All right, this is something like you and I have been concerned about this. We've been hoping that they get to be, the Mountain West needs to be the hunter, not the hunted. I don't know I'm not telling you that they're not doing anything, okay? They're not playing it in the press. Mike Oresco, the American commissioner, is very good at this game.
Well, the AAC is doing it because they're desperate.
I think that's right. I think you got to show me how. Aside from the immediate money, the money right now in the current deal, which will not be the same moving forward, how Boise State, Colorado State, Air Force, or San Diego State, or anybody else for that matter, including New Mexico, would be better off going into that league, leaving the group that you've got right now. And I'll give you Memphis and SMU, but I don't think they're better than what you've got here. And playing Tulane, Tulsa, South Florida, East Carolina, and being in that league and traveling across the country and moving everything and doing that, as opposed to what you are here and what you can build in the Mountain West. The Mountain West is in a position now to become the best Group of 5 league, which means something, especially with the college football playoff going in the direction it seems to be going in.
Yes, and even over the Sun Belt with their 2 ranked teams right now, the Mountain West has the potential to be better for the overall depth. And there's Memphis and SMU are not better than Boise State and San Diego State.
I agree with that, 100%.
Just say, all right, who would the top 2 teams be? They're not. Because we're just talking straight football in this.
Well, all right, go football, basketball.
But even basketball, the Aztecs match SMU. Memphis is painting Hardaway, but you haven't done anything wow since John Calipari at your school.
Yeah, SMU had Larry Brown, then they got in trouble. I'll look at this league and I'll tell you San Diego State and what New Mexico can and has been, what UNLV can and has been in basketball. They're in a better situation. By the way, your travel for all your other teams, your rivalries. You're San Diego State. You're leaving all your rivals, whether it's UNLV, Fresno State, everybody. Why?
This conversation, to me, doesn't make sense once Cincinnati, UCF, those teams left the American Athletic Conference.
Yep.
Because it's to me, it's not even just a lateral move; it would be a step back for these teams because you're not raising your profile. I don't get it. Now, if somehow Boise State's still in the Big 12 conversation like they think they are,
another story.
That is a different conversation.
That's right. Another
story. Look at the potential
for that.
Well,
they think they are because there's reports that the Big 12 might expand by 2 more, and if they do, they'd be looking at Boise State and Memphis. Okay. Then why pay your buyout to go to that league to pay another buyout to go to the Big 12?
So I think there's absolutely nothing there with this story other than the AAC
putting it out,
saying, "Oh, we're coming for you. Yeah. This is what we're doing."
Well, but if they're coming, that means people are listening, and if you're complacent and if you're not doing anything, you're going to get passed. And so to me, the Mountain West has got to do something to firm this thing up.
But also, like, how much better is Boise State going to be in that league? Are they going to get an even better deal?
No, they're
and just get because they already got the Mountain West to bend over backwards to keep them in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
So they're just going to ask just for a bigger share of revenue just to take a step sideways.
How much more you spending sending your volleyball team to East Carolina and to South Florida and to Tulane and to Tulsa? I mean, you just got on a plane, Jeff. Oh, okay. All right. Edward, good morning. Happy Friday.
Well, happy Friday. I think we're 99 days away from Christmas Day, so might throw another Christmas trip this week just in early celebration. By the way, I saw the Christmas decorations at Costco and Sam's Club the other day.
I'm sorry.
They're out. Hey,
you were looking for the best deal on cakes? Wait. You went to both Sam's Club and Costco on the same day? Were you like pricing sheet cake? What?
Sampling it?
They were sequential days. One day, one place, the other day, the next.
What do you get at one that you can't get at the other?
My dad does the same thing.
Really?
Your dad's a
She now
man.
called you a dad too. Look at you're a dad. Like, all right, old man. You're just like her dad. See, you're just like her dad.
You know, if you put your dad on the phone, have him call in, and we'll swap stories about good decision making and financial
eating
wherewithal.
at Denny's at 5 o'clock in the
He's a
afternoon.
Washington football fan.
Oh, indeed, that's awesome.
Indeed.
Hey, that missed field goal or the penalty was inexcusable, almost as inexcusable when you're under 3 minutes. You probably talked about this earlier, and I was telling our NFL thread that we're always on. Does Washington have the guts to throw the ball and end the game with 2 first downs? And they had the guts, but that interception was horrible, and it almost cost them the game. Almost as horrible as New England Patriots running back fumble last week to cost them the game, but I don't know. Anyway, Jeff, you are the dad of the show, and you do demonstrate logic and reason. and good financial responsibility, and and you discipline others so they don't have to discipline themselves.
I don't even have to discipline them. They're the point where they don't want to get disciplined. They know you just got to give them the look.
That's right. In our day, I don't want to be back in our day, guys. They didn't even have to say anything,
That's right.
and you were told one time, "This is what you need to
Let
do."
me just tell you,
wasn't a reiteration.
in my parenting life, with my, and I'm really lucky. I've got a wonderful kid. I don't recall maybe one time she's 15 that I've had a discipline. I either change the tone of my voice or give her a look, and the kids will push it to a point. I've never had to go there with my kid. She's a great kid, and she gets it, and she doesn't want to find out. I told her, you've never seen me mad. Oh yeah, Dad. I remember that time? No, you haven't. And let's hope you don't. Let's not get there. Remember that one time, Dad? No, that wasn't mad. I was, there's a difference between mad and disappointed. Oh, disappointed is a big word.
Awesome.
But I'm at the point where I just change. I always have with her. You just either change the tone of your voice or just give her the look, and she gets it. Boom.
In corporate America, or with other people in the field that they work in, they're called micro-inequities. And micro-inequities are the unspoken word that will change or dictate behavior.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Yes.
Anyway, I don't know if you caught my frustration yesterday when I was traveling to the 575, but because of the technical difficulties, but they say the world's covered with 71% water, the earth. New Mexico highways are covered with 78% of orange barrels. I'm so frustrated, but I'll pay my taxes. I'll pay my taxes and be a good citizen and not overly complain. Hey, briefly on the NFL schedule, when I first looked at week 2, it looked a pretty pathetic schedule, but 4 games intrigue me, and these are not 5-star picks because I want the antiquated offenses to kind of gain momentum, and I'll start, unleashing them. They're still coagulated and percolating.
Go.
Bengals. I think they're going to beat the Bears.
I do too.
I hope they do. The Bears, has any organization milked one championship more than the Bears from 35 years ago? I don't think so.
Because they had the Super Bowl shuffle and they had Dicka.
That's right, because he was such a huge character. 49ers and Eagles. I'm intrigued with the Eagles. We'll see how that plays out in the city of Philly where they throw batteries and snowballs at Santa. Raiders and Steelers. I'd like to see the Raiders travel east and see if the Steelers got pushed around for a half, and then the game flipped, and they blocked a punt and won the game.
Yeah, they did nothing offensively against the Bills. So it's really interesting to see what they're going to be able to do because they did nothing last week offensively.
Agreed. And then the Cowboys and the Cowboys have had some bad luck. Yep. I think the Chargers are going to take it to them, quite honestly. I think that's going to have a big game, but I think the Chargers are going to deliver at home.
Right.
And then last point, Notre Dame. Does anybody not mention how they beat Florida State, who lost to Arkansas Pine Sol?
Jacksonville State. Yep. And then they got by Kent State last week.
And they got by Kent State by 3 on a late field goal.
Yeah.
We're going to find out pretty quick with Purdue and Cincinnati in a few weeks. Anyway, thank you. Have a great weekend. Love you guys.
See you. The Notre Dame point's not wrong. We haven't talked about that.
No.
Yeah, they beat Florida State in overtime, which we thought, oh, what a great win. Maybe not. And then Kent State had them. Kent State had them beat and didn't finish it. I got a question for you. Have you taken advantage of these low mortgage rates? If not, you need to call American Financing because you might be missing out on hundreds of dollars in monthly savings, maybe even more. Mortgage consultants over there are salary-based experts. That means they're known for saving people up to $1,000 a month. It's a no-pressure, no-obligation experience with no upfront fees, no hidden fees. It's not how American Financing does business. Instead, they're going to walk you through the process so you can choose a custom loan that is right for your budget. Imagine what up to $1,000 a month in your budget could do. You might even postpone a mortgage payment or two. So call American Financing at 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999. Or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From the laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial.
Tom Brady, I could play it on 50, maybe. I don't know, by then will he be the old guy? It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. We're on the TV as well. Adrian produces there. ProView Networks live on channel 20.5. You're on our Facebook page, The OD and The AM. And where else? Oh, yeah, on ProView Networks, all their social media, the YouTube channel. A. Marie produces for you on the radio side. You can phone her at 505-246-0610. Text line is open also. That is 505-246-0610. Got them coming in this morning on the text line. I will get them to you. The Dak Attack and the Marvelous Two, Cooper and Lamb. I call them the best triple threat in the NFC East, that's for sure. Can it overcome the play of the defense and the injuries? Yes, they're offensively. You figure the Cowboys are going to be good. Can the Dak Attack and the Marvelous Two? That's what the texter calls it. The Dak Attack and the Marvelous Two, Cooper and Lamb. Can they overcome the defense? They haven't been able to over years. I mean, I'm going to tell you no. I mean, maybe in this division they can. But Dallas needs to pick up one of the defensive linemen pronto, it says. Does the offensive coordinator want to run more or pass? I don't know if we, and I don't know who we is in this situation, are going to see the old Ezekiel Elliott again, right? Cowboys. But he should at least be a serviceable running back. Is Ezekiel Elliott less than a serviceable running back?
We got to stop. They played the best run defense in the league. And this is one where I'm buying into what happened last year. Played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and people acting like they couldn't run the football against the Jaguars. Like, slow down.
Houston sure did.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, Mark Ingram's a stud.
Like,
again.
oh no, you
Yeah.
can't run. You played the best run defense, which is going to be one of the top 5 run defenses in the league week 1, and now you're like, oh, we can't run the football.
Yeah. That's
Chill.
the week 1 overreaction. But I think that's also buying.
Zeke is not
well, but
going to be an elite running back. Can he be a good running back? Yes,
All right.
and he will be against teams not in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So, if you're going to buy in on what happened last year with the Buccaneers defense, then you need to understand at least that text, because they're buying into what they saw last year. Zeke wasn't a stud running back last year, and so then they bought into one game where he wasn't again, and so that carried over from last year. That's like, uh-oh, here we go again. Your point's right. That is one of the best run defenses, if not the best in the NFL. And so you're not going to put up a ton against them. Who's going to run against them? I'm not sure many people. But to the point, if you're going to look back at last year with their defense, his concern carries over from last year as well. Is that fair? All right.
And also, there's so many more factors. When you are also an offense that has Ben DiNucci and Andy Dalton, what can you do? You can take away Ezekiel Elliott. You can
Truth. 100%.
pack the box.
100%.
So it's just because, we have Ezekiel Elliott. He's not rushing for 150 yards every game. They're scheming things away from you.
Once would be good. What bar is Lobo Talk at on Thursdays? It's over at Revel. There's a sports bar over at Revel, just below Top Golf over there. It also says on the texter, a win is a win. No excuses, JJ. All that matters is the win, period. Okay.
There's excuses if you're Dexter Lawrence.
Dude, if you're the Giants right now and you're looking like that, I mean, how do you sit in that meeting? How do you sit on a plane going home? You're the dude who jumped off sides. That's a tough,
You don't take off your headphones?
Ever? Jeff and JJ, now that the Dodgers are one game back, by the way, the Dodgers are one game back of the Giants. Do you think Dave Roberts finally benches Bellinger when Pollock comes back? It's from Ronnie. Look, at some point, don't you think Bellinger breaks out of it? I mean, you're going to play, I think you're going to play situations, you're going to play matchups, and Pollock's been terrific, even though he's been out. Cody Bellinger's a MVP 2 years ago, isn't he?
The answer to Ronnie's question is yes, you bench Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
You can play matchup. Jeff.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Do you know how bad he's been?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't. You got the numbers.
Month of July hit 118.
Yeah. No, I got it. He's scuffling bad.
In August, he hit 191.
Yeah.
So far in September, he's not .081 batting average.
Yeah. No, you're not hitting your weight. I know.
He is 3 for 37 this month. Cody Bellinger, and this is what the Dodgers can afford to do. Cody Bellinger should be riding the bench right now.
So how do you get him right? You just give him a couple of days off?
It's situational baseball.
So what situation, if he's 3 for 30, whatever, what
He's an
situation
bench
is he
hitter.
good in?
You could start him some games.
Okay.
But when you got Chris Taylor, you got Pollock, you got Mookie Betts. Chris Taylor, I'm starting all day, every day over
Every
Cody
day.
Bellinger right now.
He's an all-star. Chris Taylor's an all-star this year. I like Cody Bellinger's defense, too. And I like what he
So you're
does
not going to
defensively.
completely take him out of it, but you can get by, too, because he's hitting 8th.
No,
he's not in a prominent spot.
My point, I get it. But did he forget how to play baseball? Is he scuffling? Is it fixable? Like, the guy was the MVP 2 years ago.
He's going to have a series in the postseason.
And he's young.
Where he goes off.
I think so, too. If they have series.
But he's hitting 161 in the season.
Yeah. That's insane that guy's hitting 161. Josh Way. Makes me laugh every time I see it. What's up, Hoser?
Hey, Josue the Way coming at you, talking to the first world problem solvers of the OD and the AM. What's happening, guys?
Look at you channeling.
that?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, see, I pay attention. JJ, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Boy, oh yeah, buddy. I love it. Hey, I wanted to go back earlier. You guys were talking about the conference realignment and whether the Mountain West, needs to be aggressive. And I like maybe the addition of Memphis and SMU just because those programs in football they're on the rise and of course that helps with basketball. I think they can bring something in now. The $10 million buyout. Woo, that sounds like a lot of money, but without a guy, my modest knowledge of what I know or what I don't know is can you make that up? Is it worthwhile if this Mountain West Conference? Because, man, I was sure hurt, back when we had Utah, when we had TCU, BYU, when we lost those guys, because I think at that moment we were on the verge of something pretty good. Everybody was starting to really be competitive, and then it just, they went for greener pastures, which I don't blame them. But I just really want to see this league succeed and be something special. Just like Danny Gonzalez says, we're working on something special, and it can be special around here. And I think this league can be special as well. So, that's what I'm hoping for, fellas. And so, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. Hopefully, things are going on behind the scenes, and just that's all I can hope for right now.
All right, thank you, Joshua.
All right, you got it. Be well.
Later. I don't. The realignment thing. Somebody's got to explain to me how Boise State and or Colorado State and or any of them are better in the American the way the American's constructed. And it's got to be beyond. There's more television money in the current deal because it's not going to be that way moving forward. Cincinnati and Central Florida and Houston are gone. Well, but then the rebuild. Why? Is it worth moving everything and being East Coast centered? And then what you're in. I got it. Every one of those schools has been frustrated with the Mountain West. I understand that. I always say if you're going to make a move, run to something, not run away from something. Right? If you're changing jobs, if you're changing relationships, if don't be running away from something, run to something. Make it change because you want to go to something, not because you want to leave. And I got that San Diego State and Colorado State and Boise State, and hell, New Mexico for that matter, want to get out of the Mountain West because they want to go to a power conference. The American is not a power conference. And it's not as constructed moving forward, even with them better than the situation in which they currently exist. So don't run away from something just to run away from something. If you're going to leave, and to your point, JJ, if Boise State's going to the Big 12, even a watered-down Big 12, I get that. Then you're going to something as a way instead of running away. But as frustrated as fan bases have been, let me just tell you, every fan base has been frustrated with their league. Pac-12 fan, they're frustrated with Larry Scott. As frustrated as you are with Craig Thompson over the years. It's just the nature of a commissioner. You think Big 12 fans aren't frustrated with the Big 12 right now? You think with the schools that are left, TCU fan, Texas Tech fan, Iowa State fan, you think they're not frustrated with the Big 12? They are. But if you are going to make a move, and I firmly believe this in life, and this pertains, make a move to go to something, not just to run away from something. And to me, that would be, well, we're frustrated with this league, we're going to go to that league. Tell me where I'm wrong.
I'm right on board with you. And the frustrations, when you look at the overall landscape now, what are they? Do you just feel like you need bigger contracts? Okay, everyone wants a little bit more money, but especially for Boise State, like you've gotten everything you've wanted from the Mountain West.
That's not going to happen.
It hasn't held you back before. You know what's held you back? Just not being the best team.
Because you couldn't beat San Diego State.
You're not going to win.
Couldn't beat San Jose State last year. Yeah.
You didn't win the conference. So it's not the Mountain West. There's years you're not the best team.
Yeah.
So what else do you want other than that Power 5 jump, which they all think they're going to be that, and you're not. Because guess what? Reading the story we referenced earlier, the Boise State 2 months ago, back in July, and this happened before that then when this story was released, commissioned a study, hey, where do we sit? What should we do? They're not going to go to the Pac-12 because guess what? There's still an academics piece to this. They're a terrible research institution when it comes to those rankings. They're like 250 to 300.
That's right.
In universities, so you're not going there. Big 12 doesn't seem to care about that stuff as much, so there's an opportunity. But the report before the AAC had their movement said, you know what, Boise State, you're best off continuing to build your brand in the Mountain West Conference while surveying your options. So to me, This is just a story where it's the AAC shaking the trees, trying to get people uneasy, trying to get, maybe we'll go there. Go there for what?
Yeah, and it's working. No, and people are uneasy. It's working, and they're doing it well, and they're good at that. I mean, look, good marketers make you believe that when they make noise, it's a big deal, right? 505-246-0610. Hey, I will tell you this. This is a big deal. All in Autographs, the Southwest premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination. What does that mean? If you're looking for, and maybe you don't even know you're looking for it, just go by and just walk around the place. The dudes are cool to hang out with over there, and you'll see memorabilia and stuff that A, is going to really just spark memories in you, and B, you're going to see stuff that you want. Memorabilia, signed stuff, jerseys, cards, and it's not just sports stuff. It's music and history and entertainment and just unbelievably cool signed memorabilia that you don't see anywhere else. If you're looking for that gift for that person who gets everything for themselves, what's a great gift? You will find it there. And you're going to want something for you as well. Tell them that you heard about All in Autographs here on the opening drive. You get $25 off your purchase of $100 or more. Trading cards, jerseys, pictures, balls, all kinds of stuff. It is as good of a sports memorabilia store, place, museum as I've seen anywhere in the country. Ask them about their VIP club. You get the newsletter. You get invited to the whiskey tastings and the cigar nights with the celebrities who come in, and you're just going to have a good time. Whatever it is, go to their website. It's allinautographs.com. Just bounce around it for a minute. And you're going, wow, I really want to go take a look. And then you walk in there, and you're going to be amazed. All in Autographs. 505-504-7575 is the number. 505-504-7575. They're at 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just to the south of Manal in the Hoffmantown Shopping Center over there on the east side of it. And you can look at their website, allinautographs.com. All in Autographs is Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
United play this weekend. They're in the they're the smallest. Well, I say small. There's 7 teams in their division. There's 8 in every other division. They're 4 points out of the final playoff spot right now. What do you got? 10 games left? 10 matches left? You're calling the game. JJ will be on ESPN Plus on Saturday night. So you kind of got lucky. Just for you, it all worked out so you can do both gigs on Saturday, huh? You can do pregame for Lobo
I'll be
football.
busy tomorrow.
You got
That's
Lobo,
awesome, JJ.
Yeah, JJ will have Lobo football, and then he's with Tyler on the ESPN Plus broadcast for United and Real Monarchs. You heard him; he's good. JJ knows his
I'm going to
stuff.
listen. And JJ, weren't you telling me the other day that this is a must win?
Yeah, this is beyond a kind of got to win game.
Kind of got to win game.
It's a must win.
No,
game.
this is a must win. I
It's
think
the last. They're playing the worst team in the division.
they are. Yeah, they're playing Real Monarchs, and they're 4 points back of Austin, who has got the final playoff spot in their division. And this is so 4 out of the 7 teams in their division make the playoffs, and right now they are in 6th place. So I guess who was in yesterday? Was it Hoff? The Hoff did the show yesterday afternoon on this station.
That is correct.
So was there? I was looking at the texter. Looks like there was a lot of stadium talk.
Oh boy.
Yeah, is that where they went yesterday?
I didn't
hear it either. All right. Just asking. I'm just catching up.
You're busy.
All right. The texter says,
Busy.
JJ Buck, I'm a Cowboy fan. This is not about me, or this is not about one game against Tampa Bay. This has been going on for 3 years with Zeke, and so ever since he signed his contract, his numbers are down. That's what the texter says. What we're talking about.
His numbers are down, but 3 years ago, 2019, he rushed for 1,357 yards.
Yeah, and he got
okay, that was down from 1,400 yards. That was such a terrible season for Ezekiel. I look at it as more as overall usage. In 2018, his year where he had 1,400 yards. By the way, second season, it was due to injury. He played 10 games, which is why I didn't hit 1,000 yards. They haven't used him as much in the passing game.
Truth.
And so I think that's, when you look at these running backs, it's not necessarily just about, he's got to have 150 yards rushing. What's the total total yardage. And I think that there's an opportunity then to take some pressure off that offensive line. Michael Gallup is down. You'll make Ezekiel Elliott more of a focal point of your offense, ball out of the backfield, making sure he gets touches as opposed to just thinking it's a straight rushing game problem. They're going to struggle. The offensive line is injured. Ezekiel Elliott is maybe not the same guy he was at 23, but he's still 26. I think he can still be effective. I just think that's way too big of a jump to just say, oh, he had under 1,000 yards last year. Okay, it was a disaster. But that he can't be an effective player. You just got to handle things a little bit differently.
Fair enough. Keep them coming on the text line. Doubles is the Quan's Auto Care hotline at 505-246-0610. Carl said, can we get Timex Terry in on the hoe, Jeff? Terry Wilson, Lobo quarterback's going to be with us at 9:30. I mean, you can, kind of see if he wants to hoe. I mean, but it takes like the whole segment.
Right.
I'll give it an abbreviated hoe if he wants to hoe.
Abbreviated hoe.
Yeah.
Might just hang up the phone.
Yeah, he's going to be like, what?
Like hey, Terry, can you hoe?
He's going to be like, what?
I'll do a discount hoe on Friday. That just sounds bad in every respect. Gene's in on Tulsa, Jeff. University Stadium was half full, and Lobo fans are still crying about attendance. That was 24 years ago. It's time to let it go. It was a chilly November afternoon, and quite frankly, Tulsa just wasn't that great. I guess I don't remember the game as well. There was a game that I remember going out there. Maybe it was the next year. I remember I was at Channel 7, and I was going I had a trip. I was going to California for the weekend, and they made me, you're not going. This is the biggest game we've had around here, and you need to be out there, and you need to be live. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I guess it wasn't that big because I don't remember all the details. He says, but maybe the biggest reason fans stayed away was rampant rumor that Fran was already gone. After the game, I ran into guys like Big Boosters, he named a few. They were literally in tears. They were so far in denial, trying to convince folks that Fran was still committed to the program. See, Gene, I remember it differently. Fran Choney, the rumor started right around, I guess that was right around the WAC championship game, and certainly it was known at the bowl game that he was leaving and he left. But I don't know. Winning isn't a bad thing. Winning, people are always frustrated. It's never enough, but winning is not bad, and that turned things around a lot for a very, very short time. Dave says, Lobo football 1997. Jeff, Lobo's first loss in 97 was against Rice. There was a huge crowd. Lobo's biggest win of the year was at home after a snowstorm, beating BYU for the first time since Jim McMahon played for BYU. They clinched the division at home against Tulsa. I think to finish the season 9-2, they lost the conference championship game to CSU and then lost Arizona in the bowl game, both without Graham Lee. Now I do remember that. I remember I was in Vegas for the WAC championship game. Eric Jaworski was the quarterback, and then I was at the bowl game in Arizona in 97, both without Graham Lee. And you go back to injured quarterbacks then, man. But yeah, that was that season. So people kind of remembering it, I don't know, so fondly. But they're remembering it. Terry Wilson coming up at the bottom of the hour at 9:30. We'll talk to him about the big game tomorrow against Texas A&M, and that's how this all came about. What were some of the Lobos' biggest wins in football over the years? And we're like, well, was it the 97 year? Was it the bowl victory over Nevada in 06? What were they? The Missouri win? What do you remember about them? And there's even their biggest wins. What do you remember about them? And so the Boise State win a few years ago was big up there too.
A big win for you, F45 training. Whether you're looking to kickstart your fitness or take yourself to another level, 45 minutes, high-intensity interval training. It's a great workout, and that's what it's all about first and foremost. To talk about the scheduling, the ability to get your workout in, which is important, but it's got to be a good workout. And the F45 training, the way the programs are designed, from strength work to cardio work, you're going to be doing a different class every day of the week, which is going to challenge you and keep pushing yourself forward. And the atmosphere is the real deal. When you walk into F45 training, it's already set up. It's ready to go. Everyone's got to get at you because once you start working out, you just focus on yourself. The sets, what you're doing. There's not time just walk around, look at what everything else is going on. It's 45 minutes. You get your warm-up, and then you hit the workout. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great workout, and it will be great for you. Check them out now at F45training.com. Download the F45 app today. Take a look at the overall schedule, the class descriptions, and sign up for your 7-day free trial. Get in and get going. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
That one dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside, not.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
There's only one home for Rome. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Not only is JJ going to be on your radio tomorrow morning for the pregame show, on your TV for United tomorrow night, he'll be on the afternoon show today.
Sorry.
Get a lot of JJ Buck, man. That's because he's a super.
It's too much, man.
You're like
Too
Rondo.
much.
JJ Buck's a superstar.
He's a superstar.
He's a superstar.
Jordan Mosley,
Yeah.
join me once again in studio.
Beautiful.
Big City Gladiators offensive lineman, been putting in the work.
Hey, come out. You don't hear it on the promos like when Fred and Van are out there. 'Cause, again, superstars. I'm just me, but I'm going to be at the Raiders Den at Bourbon and Boots on Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
10 to noon. Come on out. We got specials. Watch the Raiders. Come by, say hello. I'll be there. It's just again merely me. I don't make it into the promos, and Jared doesn't put out big things. Hey, make sure you join. I'm no Fred and Van.
Join Jefferson Bieta.
We'll stop by.
But I'll be there.
Your radio dad at.
I watched the game there last night.
Slippers and my robe.
If you showed up like Mr. Rogers, that'd be the greatest thing ever.
I might do it. I might just take off my shoes and put on my slippers.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. All right, you want a little sunshine in your life? Here's some positivity. Hello, Marty. Good morning. How are you?
Check this out. A little tidbit here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to
What is
go
all the
through all
tidbit?
this real quick. Last night's game, interesting occurrence again. FedEx Field is cursed, voodoo or something. It's a graveyard for players. Check this out.
All right.
Joe Burrow, the quarterback, Cincinnati, torn ACL. Kyle Allen, dislocated ankle. Alex Smith got hurt there. Robert Griffin III, quarterback. Joe Theismann, Timmy, quarterback. Adrian Peterson, ACL, MCL tear. LaShawn McCoy, last year, MCL. The offensive guard for the Giants last night. Brian Mitchell, tight end for the Redskins 3 years ago. From his knee down, almost had his leg amputated when he caught a pass in the end zone.
No wonder they want a new stadium 6 years into this new one.
So, man, does that field have a reputation for something that you don't want to play on?
Well, I mean, that was a contact injury yesterday, but I didn't
They
realize the
didn't want to
history.
show it because they said it was so gruesome. Another one of those Alex Smith injuries.
Oh, that was awful.
But all those players for Washington, and three of them, almost four quarterbacks. I didn't know Joe Burrow messed up his ACL there last year.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize
And
that
a
either.
quick trivia for JJ. The Super Bowl Washington team that won the Super Bowl, Timmy Smith was the running back.
Yep.
Who was the quarterback?
The quarterback, Doug, what's his name?
Williams. Doug Williams.
Get it?
Yeah, I was at that game. All right. See ya.
Okay, thanks.
Later, Marty. Who knew? Yeah, that was a Super Bowl in San Diego years ago. I was at that one. Worked it. I got pictures. So a buddy of mine, when I was in San Diego, he was like the guy who ran the concession, at the time, Jack Murphy Stadium. So a bunch of us went out. We worked the Super Bowl. So I served drinks and whatever. It was there. And then after the game, we're on the field throwing like cans around. Like there's on the field where they played the Super Bowl. Just kind of, that was fun.
Sorry to disappoint you, Marty.
That's some old paraphernalia. Doug Williams. You kind of got it right.
I see him.
You got Doug. What's his name?
Doug, what's his name? I like that.
I see him.
Where did Doug Williams play college football?
Oh, you got me stumped.
You know?
No.
HBCU.
Wow.
Grambling. Yeah. Doug Williams was a superstar at Grambling back in the day. All right, another hour for you, budding superstar. I think he's a star. If he pulls this one off this weekend, he'll be a superstar. Terry Wilson, Lobo quarterback, going to be with us coming up at 9:30 this morning. We'll talk about the Lobos and A&M. Adrian produces for you on the television side. A. Marie's got you covered on radio. I'm with J.J. Buck. I'm merely Jeff Symbieta. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and J.J. Buck.
Bread. B-R-E-A-D. Bread. What's up, y'all? Friday. F-R-I-D-A-Y. Ho! Glad you're with us.
Coming in hot.
What's coming in hot?
The hoe.
Oh.
This hour.
All right.
Should we wait for Terry or just come in hot?
I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, I don't know if he's going to be familiar with it. I don't want to scare
Might have to set him up a little bit.
I don't want to scare the young man.
Teach him whatever, but you know.
I mean, some people need to be taught about the hoe. I mean, some people it comes more natural. Some people just hoe.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's just part of their life. So I mean, I don't want to freak the young man out. Going, there's going to be 102,000 people in College Station tomorrow.
That's what I'm looking forward to talking with Terry about too this week. Like everything's been about him.
Yes.
But it's how has he handled it? Is he tried to talk to players? He's just kind of taking a step back. If guys want to ask about a game like this, I'll talk to him. But just
or do you go proactively and say, "Hey, here's what you're getting into."
Kind of go with the flow and said we got to keep it simple. Like it's got to be a game week like anything else. We understand the task at hand, but we can't overthink it.
So Terry Wilson will be with us coming up at 9:30, the Lobo quarterback, as they go to A&M tomorrow. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck, A. Marie, and Adrian. You can get in at 505-246-0610. That doubles as the Quans Auto Care Hotline and the Sports Animal text line. Football last night. The Washington football team is 1-1 after their 30-29. Entertaining. Would you call it entertaining?
Yes, I would.
Thursday night games have gotten a lot better. I was adamantly I just didn't I watch them because it's football and I always had a fantasy piece to it. But the games were bad. And over the last year now, I think 2 years, the games have gotten better. I thought the matchups were bad for the first couple of years. The football was bad. Short weeks we're throwing football out because we want to consume it. I honestly don't need Thursday night NFL. I was pleasantly happy with Thursday night college football. No, I was. There was always college football on Thursday. I don't need it.
It makes it a long vibe. No.
Well, it's just it screws with your fantasy stuff, right? Especially when there's injuries. But I get it. The NFL wanted a piece of the pie. It's lucrative for them. They're making money on it. But the games have been better.
It has killed Thursday night college football.
That's pummeled college football on Thursday night. Did you know there was a game last night?
No, Ohio, Louisiana.
Yeah,
nope.
yeah. And Louisiana's a good team.
I switched over for like 2 minutes when it was halftime of the NFL game.
Yeah,
but it absolutely has destroyed Thursday night. College football.
Louisiana beat Ohio, and it was Louisiana beat Ohio 49-14. If you care,
but to your point, like teams know how to deal with these games now. Been through it enough. Know how to set up their weeks, be prepared for a Thursday night game.
Yeah, I was adamantly. I just thought the games were bad. I just thought it was bad football. I think to your point, they figured this thing out, and it's you have short weeks when you play on Monday, but this is another day shorter. This is, really short week. You play Sunday and then Monday, Tuesday, and you're on a plane, and that's it. But I feel the games have been good. I don't know that they've been greatly clean all the time, but they've been entertaining. And 30-29 last night was entertaining. Whether you think these are two good teams or two bad teams, give me an entertaining football game and I'm in. Give me a fantasy piece or a betting piece, and I'm in even more. And half my damn team is Washington for whatever reason. I can't win that way. But I was entertained. And then you got all the twists last night. Is Daniel Jones good? Look at him running around. He gets you points. Oh, there's the interception. Taylor Heineke, who was playing well, throws a boneheaded interception. Like, what are we – first of all, what was the call? Run the stinking ball.
Why weren't they running the ball?
I don't know, because every time they give it to Antonio Gibson, he was getting between 4 and 11 yards. Like, I thought that they – give him the ball, protect your lead, let's go. And then he throws that and you're like, okay, that's it. To the defense's credit, they did go 3 and out, force him into a Graham Gano field goal, and Tyler Heineke gets the ball back with about 2 minutes to go. And after going 75 yards in 2 plays on the previous drive, bing, 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 good passes, really composed. Like, what? Okay, so we've talked about Daniel Jones. What do you make of Taylor Heineke?
Do we need to call Cam?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
The answer is no. Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke is a serviceable NFL quarterback.
Yep.
And do you give him a chance? Can he win a job at some point?
Well, he has by default, but he's
won it for this year. For now,
due to injury. I think it's one where you do have to say, why were they so willing to give it to Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yep.
Over Heineke, if he is going to be this guy. And it goes back to this division. If they're in any other division, no. But this division gives you life. You can be mediocre at quarterback and have a chance to win this division. I think what we saw, he threw for 336 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's going to give them chances in this division because Cowboys don't wow you defensively. The Eagles don't wow you defensively. So in the NFC East, this guy gives you a chance.
He's got a dynamic receiver in McLaurin. He's got a good, like would you say one of the 4 best tight ends in the league? 5 best tight ends in the league? In Logan Thomas? What were you going to say?
Top. No, I was going to say, is he like a Nick Foles, Case Keenum kind of guy? Like he gets the job done?
I'm going to say yes. I mean, I think that's fair. Don't you? Now, can he win the job long term? Tell you what, if they go 10-7 or something, they're going to start looking at Taylor Heineke, and because I think everybody thinks Washington is in on the draft next year, the next quarterback class, right? They got to get in. Is there anybody who doesn't think that they've got the quarterback of the future on their roster, except for Taylor Heineke? Anybody else think that?
No.
Okay. Can he win this thing long term? I mean, again, if they win the division and go 10-7, 11-6, I don't think they're going to. But if they do, then you start looking at that young man and say, "Whoa, where'd this come from? Did we fall into something here that's sustainable?" I think Taylor Heineke has got a future as on a roster for another 8 to 10 years.
Yeah,
I could see that.
He's a late bloomer, 28 years old.
Good for him, man.
I don't think that even if they win the division this year, you go forward saying, "Oh, this guy is locked in," because he's just one of those quarterbacks you're always going to be looking for something better. Always. But he gives you a chance to compete.
Because you're just never going to buy into it. Yeah, because a quarterback's got to be a first-round pick. Like, at what point did the Patriots say, "God, the 6th-round pick, maybe he is the guy"? I honestly don't remember. I just don't remember, like, when he took over for Drew Bledsoe, and he Wally pipped Drew Bledsoe. At what point did they just go, "Yeah, no, this is the long-term answer"? Because it didn't happen immediately. So, JT, good morning.
What's up, sports animal fam?
What's happening?
Hey, I don't care about either of those 2 teams last night. You know I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, so you kind of do care.
And their field sucks, and it'll always suck. No.
So you care enough to hate them. You care enough to hate them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I can't tell you what I wished for on the game. But anyway, let's move on to the Lobos. I'm excited, Jeff. I'm excited.
About what?
I know Vegas has the big buildings for a reason and this and that about the score of the game, but they can't measure heart, Jeff.
That's the truth. They cannot measure heart.
They cannot measure heart. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to hang in there, man, all the way to the 4th quarter. Yeah, we might lose the game, but I have a feeling we're going to hang in there because I made it a point to watch that Colorado-Texas A&M game, and their first-string quarterback must be the best in the country because I didn't see the number 7 team in the country. I mean, how good is Colorado? They're probably better, but they won 10-7, right? Texas A&M?
10-7, yeah.
Yeah, and their backup quarterback's no big deal.
I bet he's
they didn't
good.
show me that they were number 7. I don't even know why they're getting that ranking. I guess because of the NFL players or whatever they have on their defensive line.
That's a big part of it, yeah. That'd be a big part of it. Yeah, because of their players, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to hang in there, and you're going to hear our quarterback here in a few minutes. And, he's gonna talk to the boys, and he's going to let them know what's up,
Promise?
I'm not saying we're going to win, but I have a good feeling. I have a real good feeling. So I don't know if, most sports bars open at 11, right? Have you guys heard of any of them opening early?
I haven't really looked into it. I don't know.
Yeah. If you hear it, throw it out there on the radio. I'll be out here on the highways and byways,
Does Bourbon and Boots open early?
And hey, Jeff, you are a big deal. I'll come see you Sunday.
Right on.
Even if nobody else does.
I appreciate that. I'll see you, JT.
Hey, I'm going. I'm stopping by.
So, you know what? I don't care what anybody says.
Nor do I.
You are the star of the show.
Yes, he is.
See you, JT. Be careful out there.
Later, brother.
I don't care. See, that's the beauty. You get to a point, when you're your dad. You don't care what.
Dad, star, all the same thing.
I don't care what anybody thinks. You get to a point where
I'm coming to Bourbon Boots to see you.
Should be there 10 to 12 unless.
I'm the late game.
Yeah. Are you the late game?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, Bourbon and Boots is nice. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff or JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Terry Wilson due with us at the bottom of the hour. Here's a question for you. Are you someone who always wants the absolute best price, the best deal? Now's the time to act then on a mortgage refinance because interest rates are still near historic lows. That can mean up to $1,000 in monthly savings. You got to call American Financing, America's home for home loans. I like American Financing because their mortgage consultants are salary-based. That means they work with you. They work for you, helping you find the best deal possible. There's no pressure, no obligation, no upfront fees, no hidden fees. Just a simple conversation around which program is the best for you. Find out what you can save. There's no pressure on this. You might even postpone 2 mortgage payments, but you got to call American Financing. 505-247-9999. 505-247-9999. Or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 122334 and MLSConsumerAccess.org.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever, no one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Sports Animal.
You might have company tomorrow morning, and you might not even be there. Todd says, did JJ say he has the SEC network, which he won't be using because he'll be in studio? Would Tilly mind the OD crashing their place to watch the game? You got people coming over, and you're not going to be there. That's what you need. People hanging out with your wife and kid, and you're not there.
Make sure
that works out well.
Bring enough donuts. The kid loves donuts.
And French fries.
Oh, good to
A little
know.
nosh on that.
Donuts and French fries?
Some coffee.
Yeah. Kid loves the coffee.
Cold brew.
Loves the cold brew.
Besides Bourbon and Boots, by the way, the Sandia Sports Bar opens at 10 a.m.
At the casino?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
There you
new.
go.
It's brand new. It's nice.
How's it brand new? Like they haven't had one for years?
Well, no, it's like a newer bar in the casino.
They
Revamped.
remodeled it?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Same spot, same place, same drinks?
I believe so. I mean, I left for
Isn't
a
it
while.
upstairs? Is the one upstairs?
Yeah, but they like revamped it.
Cool.
Just let you know.
All right,
Someone
no,
texted
so
me.
there you go.
Good to know.
All right, so
And if you are able to,
Yeah.
because there's going to be people Monday that are going to complain about this game on Saturday. It's the way this show works. It's the way the world works. But if you're able to email, if you're able to send messages about where's the game, Google it.
Get off my lawn, JJ. Is that what it's called?
If you can send an email, you can Google, SEC Network on Dish, SEC Network on Comcast, SEC Network on DirecTV. Go to that channel and see if you have it today.
Yeah, and see if you got the SEC network now. Like there's programming on it right now. How come my TV went black?
I don't know.
Wasn't it just on?
Oh boy, Friday.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you can, you can go now. Like if you got DirecTV, go to channel 611. Is it on? Are you watching the studio show or the replay of the Georgia South Carolina volleyball match or whatever they're showing? You'll know. Next week you got another issue. Next week you got to find ESPN Plus. That's where the game is next week.
You can get a really good bundle: ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus for like $14.99 a month. I think.
If you want that, see, there's all kinds of options to figure that one out. All right, Todd's in on Brooksy. He says, "Boy, you know what, Jeffy? That guy. Have you ever worked with the guy you hate, but you tolerate it because you know at 5 o'clock you're going your own way? Then you have to go to a conference with that guy. That means doing a lot of conference stuff after hours, and you're just dreading it. That's the way Brooks sounds to me about the Ryder Cup. Instead of doing his own thing after the game, now he has to go to dinner with that guy. And after hours in the film room with Captain Steve Stricker going over to tomorrow's Scout, watching the tape with Paul Casey, Monty, and whoever else they're facing. I don't think anyone would be looking forward to that. That's what Todd says about Brooksy. All right, man, maybe. He just doesn't want to be there, man. I'm all right with that. Hello, Terry. How are you?
Good Friday to everyone. Thank you yesterday for letting me be a little serious. Today's lighthearted Friday. Jeff, I think you, of TV dads, maybe you would be Ward Cleaver. I definitely think A. Marie is the Eddie Haskell of the morning show. She likes to stir the pot and smile. JJ could be Wally. And, of course, we'd have Edward as the Beeb.
If you could only see their faces, Terry, like you're so generationally lost them. I don't think they've ever seen a Leave It to Beaver. So if you could see their faces right now, yeah.
Well, to tie that in, I was listening to them. They both did a wonderful job in the afternoon show, and I was getting ready to call in, and they were talking about like bad beats or something, and they said, yeah, let's keep it current. So I was like, oh yeah, that leaves me off of the show. So from that, but you were talking on the Patriots. You know, a story came out recently that I had never heard, that actually Belichick had wanted to go to Brady earlier before Mo Lewis took out Bledsoe. But But yeah, sometimes, you get the opportunity and stick with it, because Bledsoe was on a $100 million contract, which doesn't seem like much now, but back then was a lot of money. So that
back when $100 million was a lot of money,
Yeah. And so my hot take, Bizarre, would be, would Lincoln Riley listen to USC? We have the one side where people think USC is still a top 5 program. If everything was staying the same, I'd say Riley stay at OU, but go in the SEC. Are they going to just kind of be part of the muck and they'll still be successful? But I think he'd fit in perfectly out there with his offense, but we'll see who they get. And then for the expansion, I still feel for teams like New Mexico State and UTEP, they're out of the loop. And as much as the Mountain West people would say, no, we don't want them, it's kind of when other Mountain West schools go to some other conference and they say, well, we don't want you. So it's kind of sad. But on that note, I know I put the younger 2 whippersnappers to sleep. But
Whippersnappers.
Yeah, so you guys have a great Friday as always. Enjoy your families and take care.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah. See, when conference expansion goes, I'm hoping New Mexico State finds a spot in this round, and as things open up and move. But I just the Mountain West has got to get aggressive on this, and I don't see why any of those schools, San Diego State, Colorado State, Boise State, any of them think they're better off in the AAC as it would be constructed. I don't. Aside from money in the immediate. Mud, good morning. How are you, Mud?
Doing great, guys. How are you?
Good. What's
hey,
happening?
Marie, hey, what's going on?
Hi.
How you doing?
Very excited about tomorrow's game. I've been calling it all week. Well, actually, all month, man. That New Mexico is going to upset Texas A&M. That guy I called earlier, a couple of calls ago, that says we're going to hang with them. Yeah, we're going to hang with them, and we're going to beat them, because that's the attitude that we have to take into that game. If we're going to be winners, like Coach Gonzalez says, we're going to be a powerhouse here. We need to change the atmosphere, the culture here in Albuquerque, man. We got to be a college football town and take the bull by the horns, man, and beat A&M tomorrow. Beat the Aggies. And the caller I just called just a while ago about where New Mexico State, where they can find a place.
Yep.
They're always going to be under the shield of Lobos, man. So, well, take it easy, guys, and have a good weekend, and go Lobos.
Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, woof, woof.
All right, so he called a couple people calling the win. It's easy to go out on a limb and call it, and I appreciate that. And if it doesn't happen, well, of course it doesn't happen. I'm not ready to sit here and tell you I think New Mexico is going to beat Texas A&M tomorrow. I think Texas A&M is really good, and I think the Lobos play tough. I don't think they go out there intimidated, and I think in large part, JJ, that's because they've got a seasoned quarterback. I'm worried about the back end of their defense. Like I understand that Texas A&M scored 10 points. I think Colorado's pretty decent. Like we're judging them against a
Colorado's good, and here's what you need to know about the second half. Colorado had 54 yards of total offense in the second half.
Yeah, you got to move the ball.
That's the trenches. How does this Lobo offensive line hold up in the first quarter? Can you sustain a little bit of a drive? If you score on explosive plays, fantastic. But can you sustain a little bit and not turn the football over? In that first half, that's what I'll be looking for is Lobos, if they don't beat themselves, get it in a halftime with it manageable, that's when you start to think, okay, how can we stay in this game? How much pressure can we put on this team if we just stay close and then force them to have to make some plays?
So that's tomorrow morning. JJ will have the pregame show over on News Radio KKB. Start for you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you want to watch the game, it'll be on the SEC network. Find it. Like if you don't have it, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Call your carrier. Look it up. Well, you know if you've got Xfinity or Hulu or Sling TV or whatever it is, just figure out where it is. Go to the SEC network today. If you got the programming now, you've got it. If you don't, you got to figure it out. I mean, it's at this point, JJ's point's not wrong. You got a phone, you're able to Google, you're able to call, you're able to email, you're able to text. you're able to figure out how to find the game tomorrow. It'll be on the SEC network. What you should be able to do is take care of your vehicle. By the way, Terry Wilson's coming up next. So coming up next, Lobo quarterback Terry Wilson will be with us, and we'll talk to him. On the spot automotive detailing is terrific. They get your car looking its best. What does that mean? They detail it. Detail is much more than just a wash and a vacuum. Detailing is everything. It's outside, inside. It is between the seats, under the seats, around the steering wheel, down in the pockets. Detailing, like, remember when you took your car off the lot when you bought it? What it felt like, what it smelled like, what it looked like, what it was fun to drive? That's what on-the-spot automotive detailing does. But they do it wherever and when it's convenient for you. They come to you. They come to your home. They come to your office. While you're working, they're out in the parking lot or the driveway detailing your vehicle, and when they're done, it's like the day you took it off the lot. Now they offer paint corrections for anything from scratches to asphalt removal to get your car looking like new again. Ceramic coating is the best way to protect any paint for years. They'll apply it by hand, makes it last longer than anybody else does, and it's much more even coating as well. Make an appointment online. You can go to www.otsdetailing.com or schedule an appointment on the phone, 505-859-2859. That's 505-859-2859 on the spot automotive detailing.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Rome. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Lobos and A&M tomorrow, 5th ranked, 7th ranked, depends on what poll you look at. It'll be over on News Radio KKOB. JJ will have the pregame show starts at 9 in the morning. 10 o'clock kickoff on the SEC network. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. We're back to your phone calls coming up in a little bit. But our next guest is the Manning Award Quarterback of the Week nationally. He is also the Mountain West Conference's Offensive Player of the Week after his 381-yard performance against New Mexico State in the victory last week. Lobo quarterback Terry Wilson joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good morning, Terry. How you living?
Good morning. How you doing? I'm doing good.
Good.
Glad to be on the show.
No, we appreciate you coming back and joining us again. So this is fun. It is a big trip. It's a big opportunity, and the 2-0 start certainly has to be nice. But this is a different trip. So headed out. Where's your team? You look your guys in the eyes this week. Is it a different feel this week than maybe the last 2 weeks because of who the opponent is?
I'd say it's been a lot more sense of urgency. And that was the big thing that we wanted to focus on this week was, making sure that we get off to a fast start. We've been practicing with crowd noise at practice, so just mentally getting the guys prepared to, go down and play in front of 100,000 people. So really just the sense of urgency has to be there, and, just know that, we're playing, an SEC team. It doesn't mean that they can't be beat. So just mentally being in the right headspace and knowing that we can beat anybody, if we take care of what we have to take care of.
You played them when you were at Kentucky. You played at Kyle Field. I think it was a 20-14 overtime game where they won. But I asked you this in the press conference after the game last weekend, but I want this audience to hear the answer. You're a 30-point underdog, whatever that means, right? And it's just for other people. I know it's external. Were you ever in a position when you were at Kentucky where you went into a game in the SEC, whether it was at Alabama or Florida, wherever, where everybody outside of your locker room thought that you were going to get rolled, and you guys went in there with this kind of number against you?
Yeah, of course. I could speak for one. When we went down to Florida, and we haven't beat them. 31 years, I want to say, was a streak. It was 31 years.
Dang.
And, throughout the week, we just knew mentally, we were ready mentally. We were ready physically, and we just put in the work to, be able to go down there and showcase and play the ball that we needed to play. So here, at New Mexico, I've been telling the guys the same thing. As long as we prepare the right way and prepare and get ready for, any game, it doesn't matter who we're playing, anybody can be beat. I just know that my guys are going to be ready to go, and it might take them a while to get used to the stadium. That's why we're going to go check it out before the game. But it might take them some time to get used to it. But once that that first play, it's time to go. It's time to get out there and have fun at the end of the day. Don't play scared and just go out there and enjoy the game, because you only get these opportunities, a few times.
Terry, as a starting quarterback, you're going to have different responsibilities. This week you've been busy. You're doing a coach's show. You're doing a radio interview this morning. But when it comes to that preparation process, talking to your team, have you been outwardly telling the guys, hey, this is what you're going to expect? Or have you kind of waited if they want to talk to you about it? How have you handled that aspect of it?
Yeah, I've talked to them. I've had a couple younger guys come up to me and asking me, how's it going to be? What to expect, and I just gave them a few pointers like, hey, don't look into the crowd, don't look into the stands or anything like that. Just stay focused on the field. It's gonna be loud. They already know that. Like I said, we've been practicing with crowd noise. So just mentally getting prepared. It's nothing like getting out there on that field and experience it for yourself. They can hear it from me all they want to, but
Right.
Once you get out there, you have to take it in and just play football at the end of the day.
Talking with Lobo quarterback Terry Wilson. Terry, this offense so far this season, you've spread the ball around, 13 different receivers. The tight ends are getting involved for the first time in a long time. How do you feel about what you guys have just been able to accomplish so far in the first couple weeks of the season?
Feel pretty good. We're 2-0, so that's the most important thing, to be happy about. 2-0. We've been working really hard in practice and throughout fall camp. It started there. Just setting, the standard and what we wanted to achieve. We're still working to get better at some things, but to be able to get the ball around to, all these guys and everybody gets touches and, we're playing hard football that we need to be playing. It doesn't get any better than that. So we're still looking forward to getting better, in the things that we need to work at, but it's definitely, it's awesome to be able to get the ball, spread the ball around, be able to throw for some big numbers. And at the end of the day, just have some fun.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are you having fun here? Winning is fun, but are you enjoying your time so far here? Are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying my time here in New Mexico. And I feel like, I'm back to my old self on just letting it rip out there on the field and, just at the end of the day, like I said, just having fun, being able to be around some guys, that are hungry to win. I love that. I love to be around people that are hungry to win and people that want to put in the work, the extra work. It goes a long way. So just mentally being prepared for games and being able to share that with the younger guys, I feel like I'm doing my job. So I'm really having fun here, and I'm glad I'm here.
Terry Wilson's with us, Lobo quarterback. You said something a couple minutes ago. You said, you got to go out there and not play scared. And I think that's really candid. Is that an issue? Like, it's one thing to say, can we play with these guys? Should we be on the field? And I like that challenge. Have you ever been on a team in this situation where you felt they went out and played scared? And how do you communicate to this group that that's what we got to do?
I don't say I've been on a team where somebody's played scared. I would say probably not prepared. I would say probably playing a little timid, not playing free, not playing loose. That's, Coach Warrenheim preaches that to, play free, play loose, and make sure you're preparing, and I feel like that helps a lot with being on the field and making plays on the field. What I've told the guys, just like I've said earlier, I preach being prepared. I preach, working really hard throughout the week. So when we do get out there on the field, we're out there making plays, and we're not thinking about anything. We're not thinking about making mistakes. We're just playing free. We're out there having fun. And once you're doing those things, everything else takes care of the rest. It just becomes, second nature. You're out there just playing free, and it's really hard to explain. It's just a process that you got to go through, throughout the week. And then once it's game time, you lace those cleats up, and it's time to have fun. And, you're playing in front of all these people. That's pretty cool and all, but at the end of the day, you just want to silence all of them and prove to everybody, because nobody thinks that we're going to go down there and be able to compete with these guys. This whole week I've just been preaching, don't be surprised when we're lining up in victory and we're taking a knee at the end of the game. So that's just been my motive, throughout this week.
That's a big deal. Have you been assertive in the mess? What's your role been this week? Have you been waiting for guys to come talk to you? Have you been more assertive in having conversations, like as a leader? Because there's a lot of different ways to approach this, waiting for guys to talk to you about it, or just saying, hey, being proactive and jumping out in front of it.
I say both. I've been both. There's been guys that came up to me. I've spoken with, numerous of guys. A lot of guys, like I said, a lot of guys are asking about, just what's the atmosphere going to be like, what to expect, and I just gave him a few pointers, but I just didn't want to make it seem like, oh my goodness, we're going to go play the New England Patriots and we're going against this guy, and this guy. At the end of the day, they put their pads on like we do, and their helmets just like we do, and so it's the toughest team is going to go out there and win at the end of the day. So it's whoever wants to put in that work and put in the extra work to be able to be prepared and go out there and play freely. So it's been some guys that came up and talked to me as well. Like I said, some younger guys, but there's been some older guys on this team as well that's played in some big games like this. So I'd say it's been both.
Terry, how have things changed for you on the field as a quarterback in the huddle as you've gotten older and had the things off the field happen? You become a father, you're living life differently, you're a veteran, quote unquote, now in college football. How's that translated, your off the field life to who you are as a quarterback?
I say just having patience. Once I became a father, I feel like my patience is really it's grown. Being able to know how to talk to people. You can't always just get on somebody, in a raw way. You got to pull somebody to the side and be able to talk to them in a different manner. And I feel like I've learned that a lot throughout my years of playing quarterback, playing in college football, and just really knowing how to, to get the best out of, my teammates, but not really, being that guy that's screaming at them all the time. But, when it is time to get on to them, I can. But I'd say just knowing when to be able to, get the guys together, bring them together and be like, hey, we need to reset. we just need to get this. This is what we need to work on. Let's focus on getting this done. So I'd say just being that leader that I need to be, and knowing when to flip the switch on and flip it off.
Patience is key, my man. I know I have a 2-year-old at home, and boy, make you pull your hair out sometimes for sure. But that is right.
Yeah. You lastly, you going into this atmosphere. It's another game. I get it, but it's not, is it? I mean, this is like one of those. I gotta believe. You circle something like this, the schedule comes out, or you see it. This is one of those days where you go to bed at night. You put your head on the pillow. A little different at night, or is it just another game?
To me, I look at it, it's just as another game. I obviously want to get payback to these guys, from losing overtime. But, like I said, at the end of the day, it's another game. It's another opportunity to go out there and be able to showcase and be able to, put it all on the line and just go have fun at the end of the day. It's a great opportunity to be able to go down to the SEC and be able to compete again and, and have some fun. So I'm enjoying this process. I'm cool as a fan when it comes down to game time and making sure everybody's prepared and ready to go. I don't want to be all antsy or anything like that. So I'm always even keeled, and I just want that to rub off on the guys and be able to be contagious to the guys that hey, this isn't the Super Bowl. This is just it's a football game, and we're here to have fun. We're here to compete. And we're here to beat this team. So it's been just a regular week for me. Preparing, and everything else will take care of the rest.
Always appreciate the conversation. It's great stuff. Hey, what's the best nickname you've ever had? By the way, I'm listening to Touchdown Terry. I'm listening to different things. You ever had a real good one you liked?
I'm not sure. I'd say just the Terry Touchdown one was the one that stuck to me the most.
It's a good one.
A lot of people call me all types of stuff, but I say Terry Touchdown.
Tell you what, you pull this one off tomorrow, you might be Terry Legend around here. So, hey, safe travels down there. Always appreciate and enjoy this conversation. And good luck to you.
I appreciate that.
Be well. Thank you, Terry.
All right, you too.
Terry Wilson, Terry Touchdown. I'm telling you what, they win tomorrow. He's Terry Legend. Think I'm wrong?
No.
I just every time we talk to that young man, I enjoy it. All right, you can respond to that, 505-246-0610. Gentlemen, life happens quickly, and sometimes there are things that happen along the way, natural things that you need help dealing with, and NuMail's there to help you. As you age, things like fatigue, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction or some of those natural things, there's really a good chance that you're going to be affected, and that's where NuMail comes in. They help you deal with those things, take care of it, feel better, but you got to make the call. 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or you can visit them at NuMail. That's NuMaile.com. Don't make excuses. There's enough. I don't have time. It's not convenient. Look, make the call. Do this for yourself. NuMail's right here in Albuquerque. Process is comfortable. It's convenient. They're with you every step of the way. The most important thing, it's real. It works. The results help men all over the country who are benefiting and feeling better. Do this for yourself. Call NuMail at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or visit NuMail.com and feel like you again.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Drop in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside. Not
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner.
And AM 610, the sports animal.
Terry, come on and ho.
Give me a hoe if you got your funky bus fare.
Good Friday yet? What a week.
What a week.
What a week. That was I really enjoyed the conversation with Terry Touchdown. And might be Terry Legend soon. The texter says, like I said before the season began, let it fly, Lobos, and let it fly with that guy since you only got him for 1 year. This is from Tommy to Truth. Love the interview with the QB this morning. Fantastic attitude and confidence. Like, how do you not listen to that guy and like him? I mean, honestly, you don't have to like Lobos. You don't have to like. How do you listen to that young man right there and not say the demeanor, the confidence, but not cockiness, the leadership, I just, how do you not like that guy?
That's the game changer for this season for New Mexico. Terry Wilson. It's like, I like where things are going to. This team can get to a bowl game because of that guy.
Don't you think? And it makes you think they can compete tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going to tell you I think they win. He says, don't be surprised when we're in victory formation. That'd be beautiful. I'll stand. I mean, I'll cheer. That'd be great. Carl says, love, LUVVV, hearing Timex Terry talk. Jeff Gonzalez just needs to step out of the way and not screw everything up at Timex Terry. He'll lead level football to the winner's circle. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. But to your point, and that's why I told you I think they win 5-7. To me, that I've been telling you since we started talking level football, that's the difference. I think the defense, and look, tomorrow's not the indicator. Okay, tomorrow's a different animal. But I think their defense is going to get better because I've watched the system for 25 years, or maybe 20, and you get that guy quarterback. I mean, there's good quarterbacks in this league. Carson Strong's good. Sterkel's good. Kid at Fresno State's really good. Bachmeier's good. This one's good too.
Yeah, I'll take Terry Wilson over the dudes at Boise State right now.
Bachmeier and Sears.
Yeah.
All right. Fair.
And this is one where it's a tough game, but I think most fans understand it. Like if this goes bad, because Texas A&M has handled their business in these situations.
Yes, they have. They win by 26.8 points per game over non-Power 5.
So they haven't overlooked now their opponents. But this is one of those games where if it does go bad, it doesn't change Lobos' outlook on the season.
Yeah.
It's not like, they just lost by 30 points to UTEP.
Lobos cover? Lobos. I mean, none of us think the Lobos win. Lobos cover? 29.5 right now? I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
You say yes?
20.5, yes.
Aggies beat South Carolina State?
Yes.
All right. Vikings 3.5-point dogs in Arizona. They win?
Nope, because Eric Kendricks is not playing.
All right. Broncos are at home. Who the Broncos got this weekend?
The Broncos are in Jacksonville.
They're in Jacksonville.
Have fun.
All right. So why can't I find that spread? There it is.
Well, you had the Colts.
So you're only 6-point favorites. Like that? I'll lay 6 and take the Broncos. Won't you?
I will.
All right. Rams at Colts 3.5. I think it could be a close game. I think it's an interesting number. I think it's a 3, 4, 5-point game. I think Rams win in Indianapolis. All right. Cowboys Chargers. This is a big one. This is in SoFi. 3.5 points Chargers. Is that enough for you to lay the points and take the Chargers? Take the Cowboys to cover.
I like the Chargers.
Okay.
I think I'm like 24-20.
24-20 would be covering by the hook. All right. And then the Raiders, right here on the Sports Animal. I'll be at Bourbon and Boots tomorrow morning. Sunday morning. Don't go tomorrow morning because nobody will be there. 10 to noon. Pittsburgh -6. I'll take the Raiders and the points.
I like that.
I'll take the dog there.
You'll take the Raiders and the points too? Now, Pittsburgh did not. I think the Bills are good defensively. Pittsburgh blocked a punt. That's how they won that game. They did nothing offensively. So we'll see. All right. Any other games that just jump off the page to you this weekend? Chiefs and Ravens is interesting. Chiefs are only a 3.5-point favorite on the road. I'll take the Chiefs. I think they win that game bigger. I don't know that I think the Ravens are going to score with them.
No.
I like Buffalo, Miami a lot.
Lamar hasn't beaten the Chiefs yet.
Yeah, he's 0-3.
I think we underplayed Miami winning the
game. 100% Miami. And if Miami wins this game, they're the favorites in the East, aren't they?
2-0 in the division.
Yeah, in the division. And they'd have beaten the Patriots and the Bills.
And you got the Lions on Monday, right?
Well, I mean, the Lions are playing on Monday. 11 points? That's a lot of points. I think the Packers are going to pump them on Monday night.
Oh, I think we're about to.
We don't get a lot of
Not
blowouts on
relax.
national. Well, we don't get a lot of blowouts on national games, but that might be one. Don't you think?
Yes, it has that possibility.
Although maybe Jared Goff just comes out and
The backdoor cover in 2 minutes.
like last week.
Yeah.
By the hook, by the way, it was an 8.5-point game. You're up 41-17 with 2 minutes to go. Like you're walking to the window to cash your check, and then there's an onside kick, and all of a sudden Jared Goff's got the ball, and they might win the game. What the hell? Thank you to Terry Touchdown. Terry Wilson was with us. Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is after that. JJ Buck's got this sports afternoon show. What do we call it?
OD in the PM today.
The OD in the PM.
That's what we're.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Trulio's after Isotopes tonight. JJ's back on News Radio KKOB tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with
JJ's is here.
Louisville football. Yeah, JJ's here. And I'll be out at Bourbon and Boots on Sunday morning, 10 to noon. Come by and say hello for the Raiders game.
I am.
Hey, Marie, have a great weekend. Good work. Now sweep out the freaking garage and take out the garbage. Adrian, great week. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you on Monday.
Hi, I'm Rudy Ch.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dropped in ace for Michaela Martinez.
No score here in the top of the third. Swing on the outside.
Old for El Dorado right before we came back with that big play. He's going to the corner. He's wide open. It's a touchdown to Omar El Shanawi.
Flatman, sophomore out of Abbasville County. That one's hit well, and Ziegler.
We're back to pass. Throws, got a receiver open, caught.
Wow.
Touchdown. What a throw from Rivera to Ben Wilson. That's a 32-yard or 29-yard strike. Academy on the board.
Peyton Prop, and hit hard by Ziegler over the center fielder's head. Can't get to it. That will score Delosier. They send her home. There's the throw. She's in there safe.
Bynum with the game-leading goal. Lamar Bynum.
21 targets to go for. Rivera back to pass, 7-step drop. Looking in the end zone, going to Garris. Caught down at the 6-yard line. First down. Wow.
Yeah.
What a catch by Kellen Garris.
Goes around Bynum. Here's Kumar. Can Kumar even this up? He does! What a dribble shot.
Kept in play by Martinez. Blocked up front by Kalajic. Nathaniel blocked straight down by Wallace. McIntosh for the swing! And she got it! Number 1,000 in the career of Sydney McIntosh here.